Hear ye. I'm about to do a blog read. Hey, Soul, like, subscribe. I'm going like totally backwards, but let's get going. Stop greedy goblins and get diabolical goodies starting July 1 by Blizzard Entertainment. We're bringing back the Greedy Emissary event, and Azeroth's bravest must band together to deliver a swift end to greedy sawtooth thieves. And alongside the Greedy Emissary event, take advantage of the Collector's Bounty buff when you defeat legendary foes once again to collect their bountiful rewards. It begins reset time July 1st, goes on for 1 month, happens in Stormwind, Orgrimmar, Dorngal, and Undermine. While you're doing this, you're going to get a currency called Hellstone Shards, and you will buy things. Hopefully we'll get all the details for this stuff. During the Greedy Emissary event, you'll encounter even more of these deviously greedy treasure goblins in Stormwind, Orgrimmar, Dorngal, and Undermine for new diabolical rewards, including the Inarius's Charger Mounts. Ooh, okay. Alongside the Greedy Emissary event, take advantage of the Collector's Bounty buff. Foes in legacy dungeons and raids find themselves overloaded with extra treasure. Defeat them once again to collect their bountiful rewards for you and your warband. This also begins July 1st, goes on for the month. If you've been on the hunt for rewards that have been eluding you, now is the time to get them. The following will have drop rates increased by up to 10 times, and in one case 25 times, while your chance for transmog loot drops is doubled in legacy pre-Dragonflight raids and dungeons. So there's going to be super increases on drop rates for all pre-Dragonflight legacy mounts, the Eye of Sulphurus from Molten Core, which I still don't have, the Golden Hearthstone card in the Nighthold, which I don't know what that is at all, the thing for Thunder Fury, the Warglaives, and the bow in Sunwolf Plateau. Some exclusions do apply. For instance, all time walking content is excluded, as are pets and toys. The Collector's Bounty buff is active by default, but you can visit any innkeeper in the capital cities in Andalon to turn it off or on again. Why would we ever want to turn it off? Portals aplenty. Portals spawn every 60 minutes on the hour, and an icon of the portal location appears on the Stormwind, Orgrimmar, and Dorngal maps if you're in that zone. And then this kind of shows us where they are, either by the southeastern city exit in Dorngal, where all the PvP things are. In Orgrimmar, it's by the entrance, and in Stormwind, it's by the docks. Okay, cool. Portals and portal storms in the Undermine. Portals abound in the Undermine, but spawning times and locations are a bit different. Killing any Undermine rare has a chance to trigger a portal, spawning a treasure goblin. Treasure goblins have gotten word that great loot can be nabbed in the Liberation of Undermine raid. Defeat certain bosses, and there's a chance that it'll trigger a portal to spawn. If that isn't enough, try to survive the portal storms. At the quarter hour, 15 minutes, every hour, a portal storm can spawn another 5 portals. Not only are these portals enhanced with additional affixes, but they each have a chance to hand over pesky treasure goblins for even more chances to grab loot. So keep an eye on your map for the icon to lead you where you need to go. Treasure goblins are more dangerous now that they can carry more affixes from their world. Icons on top of both the summoning portal and the treasure goblin itself will indicate what affixes the treasure goblin currently has applied. So it's not a bitch. It might actually kill us. Customize what affixes a treasure goblin will have by tossing special elixirs on the goblin summoning portals, but beware, adding more affixes to a portal will increase the number of goblins that can spawn. That's not beware, but more like, hey, guess what? Because people are going to add more stuff. So here's an example of the affixes. They can spawn arcane overloads inflicting damage to enemies in the area, as in us. If no enemies are in the area, inflicts damage to enemies within 50 yards. What if we don't consent? A blistering elixir, which spawns fire stuff to avoid. Connected occasionally spawns hordes of fallen and fallen shaman. Wow, they're leaning hard on the Diablo stuff. Inflicts sanctuary tongues, forcing players to speak diabolic and reducing cast speed by 10% until it's defeated. Cast Howl, lots of affixes. Cast Howl from Yell, knocking back all enemies within 50 yards. Oh, that's huge. Explosive, conjures explosive orbs at enemies. They blow up. Healthy, spawns health webs that heal players. Okay, that's cool. Hurls magma, dealing volcanic damage. There might be demonic bovines. spawns pools of money that give greedy motivation when stepped on, increasing haste and loot. Okay, so it's not real money, but there's pools of lightning, pulls enemies to the goblin with tempest, and then attempts to hit them with arcane gust. So more damage, traps, lots of stuff to avoid and not try to stand in. So these storms seem like they're going to be like really insane. I guess the capital city ones are just kind of like, okay, those are chill, but here's where like things can get like kind of wild and crazy. So that could be kind of cool. And then diabolical rewards. Earn Hellstone shards from Hell's Collar chests dropped by treasure goblins, and this is important, and completing activities during the Greeting Emissary event, and then exchange them at Hell Hunter Baranar located in the foreground in Dornagal for armor sets and other goodies. Your first 10 Hell Collar chests will always yield Hellstone shards. Hell Collar chests can also contain Velostones and other worldly items. You don't want to miss some truly iconic rewards, including recolors of classic tier 2 armor sets for your characters like ta-da! So now when they talked about completing activities, from what I saw, even doing like the weekly events like the Pinnacle chest, the stuff that gets you like the Bountiful keys, like those will also give us these Hellstone shards. So keep that in mind. And then we have a feature of all the different tier 2 recolors that we'll be able to get. Very cute, very snazzy. Join the hunt to stop the greedy treasure goblins taunting the citizens of Azeroth. Thanks for coming. Have a good day. Sorry, no player housing news this time. So that's kind of cool. And so it goes on for a month. It's going to be a lot going on, and you get lots and lots of cosmetics and other things. Now, as for the collector's bounty buff, not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. So it's like we're going to get increased drop rates for these things. And what else? Right? And what else? So it doesn't seem like there's going to be like increased numbers of loot that we'll get, but like for things that we've been really wanting to go for. Let me reread this one more time. Fallen will have drop rates increased by up to 10 times, while your chance for transmog loot drops is doubled. I guess this is what I want to focus on. Your chance for transmog loot drops is doubled in legacy raids and dungeons. So it's a chance for transmog loot drops. Okay, that's an interesting way to word these, because typically we get a lot of drops that are not transmoggable. We get rings, we get relics and necks and trinkets and other garbage. So is it going to be we're going to get like more drops, or are we going to see fewer of those non-transmog drops and we're seeing transmog stuff instead? It's a little bit hard to tell, but whatever the case, show up next month as soon as the trading post is going to be new. This thing's going to start, and just dive in. So let me know what you guys think, and that'll be it for now. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.